Hey, universe and mining family. Grab your shovels and your pickaxes. Welcome to the show. I'm Nemesis, and of course, I'm not your babysitter. Do your own research, but let's dig in. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Have you been waiting for any new hardware, new graphics cards, trying to figure out what it is that you really want to go after? I've been kind of doing the same thing, waiting for all the new hardware to kind of drop out, to kind of make my final decision on what it is that I really want to play around with. But seeing that the Radeon 7 coming out, I was kind of excited over the launch of Radeon 7, knowing that they took a little longer than NVIDIA to release their stuff. And I was like, NVIDIA released it so quickly. They had issues with the drivers. They had definitely, there's issues with how the implementation of ray tracing is. I think that they could do better with it. Is it something that could be done in the drivers? Potentially. It could be just that they don't have the drivers all set up like everybody's beta testing the drivers right now, trying to figure out what's working, what's not working. And then it comes down to AMD's Radeon 7. It kind of seems that they're a little bit of a letdown too. Now, I mean, it's a beautiful looking card. I mean, triple fan. The newer memory style that's on there. It's supposed to be faster, a little more expensive, unfortunately. But that memory also gets hot. The speeds at which it operates at warms up that whole area pretty good. And it comes up to the issue that they're actually having with their drivers. So it seems that people are either having one or two issues. Either they get the card and it's a lottery winner and the fans are just on full tilt. You can't slow them down. Or you get the ones that are the duds, basically, that are waiting for hopefully just driver updates. But they can't get the fan speeds to spin up faster than idle. That is a huge issue. Even if you're gaming, that's a problem. Because whenever I'm gaming, I overclock my graphics cards, even when I'm gaming. But when I'm gaming, I don't undervolt them. They're overclocked, full power, aggressive fan curves on them, and they still get warm. I mean, you're talking 68C, if depending on what game I'm playing. That puts it well over 100 degrees. So you got to have a good ventilated case, otherwise your card's going to get real hot real quick, unless you want to sit there and put it back into stock settings. Some people are cool with that. I like to push my cards to the limit, even on my own gaming system, so that I get the maximum quality out of my gaming card. So if you can't spin up the fans to keep the card cool, that's a problem. So you can't even overclock some of these, and that's where a lot of people that I've found that have been mining with these with the Radeon 7s, they haven't been really putting an overclock on them. And if they have, it wasn't for very long, and they've had external fans trying to help keep them cool. It's just kind of prolonging the inevitable of that they got to turn it off and let it cool back down. So a lot of what I've seen on stock settings, like Ethereum, now they're still very impressive. Like, so my RX 580 Sapphire Blue Nitros, I've got those undervolted, overclocked, and they hit between 30 and a half to 32 and a half, and they live life very comfortably. My 1070s on Ethereum, they're hitting like right around like 30 and a half to like 31 3/4 mega hash on Ethereum, at like 100 watts on those, and anywhere from 100 to 110 watts on these. So this new Radeon 7 is sitting there boasting 94.5 megahash stock, sitting around 250 watts, 250, 300 watts. That's pretty impressive just out of one card. Now this is on stock settings, so it can actually live life here for a little while. Again, it's going to heat everything up, and then once it starts to warm up, like any card, as soon as it starts to warm up, it starts to thermal throttle itself. So you'll watch the power limit start coming in, you'll watch the CPU performance start to degrade down. This is due to your overheating stuff, and life is not happy with that card. So I wouldn't really recommend mining with these until all the drivers have come out for the fan controls. At least that'd be my recommendation, unless you're sitting there, you know, liquid cooling these things or whatever, you know, trying to keep these things cool. But if you can't control, if you are not able to control the temperatures on them, I would kind of hold off until, you know, again, the drivers get fixed. But so with an aggressive overclock on them, they can hit up as high as around 100 megahash. With a undervolt on them, now again, they don't live life very long here because they start overheating the memory. And that's the issue with this style memory that they're using, is that it does get warm quick. So they put it with an undervolting on it, with the overclock. That way they weren't again able to get the fan speed, the spool up any higher than idle. But with they got it to hit better than any of the Vegas or anything else, running at 70. Says like 70.1 megahash with an aggressive undervolting on it. So that's pretty damn impressive. On Ethereum Classic, 94.5 megahash stock, so same thing. It's basically the same algorithm. Ravencoin, 26.1 megahash, but NVIDIA does a little better on it, on that particular algorithm. So, but to see it hit them kind of numbers, pretty impressive nonetheless. BitTube, which is on Kryptonite Saber, didn't do too well on, and it looked like I forgot to jot that particular number down, but I've never really checked out BitTube on Kryptonite Saber. But Monero, they hit at an impressive 2,972 hash a second. That's pretty damn good. My AMD Threadripper doesn't even hit anywhere near that number, so that's pretty cool. Veil, which is on 16XR X7 or X16RX. Hit 27.1 megahash. Digibyte hit 82.7 megahash. For all you Grin fans out there, not your card. If you're a Grin fan, this card is not going to perform any better than my 580s over here. So on Grin, it gets 4.65 graphs per second. On ProgPow, which ProgPow does change how the miner is, the difficulty on those. So there it hits a lot harder on there. So you're not going to see the same number as you would on regular Ethereum or Ethereum Classic hitting near 100 megahash. So on ProgPow, you're going to see this card hitting in at 31.88. Now, this isn't Ethereum's prog pow. There are another algorithms that do use prog pow, but it doesn't hit the same way as regular Ethereum. So you're going to see your hash rate drop off on this. So something like a 1070 isn't going to be hitting anywhere as high. They're going to be in the like upper 18s on prog pow. So is this a card that I would particularly go after right away? No. They just need to fix a couple of things on there, and then this is going to be a extremely good card. I got some of this information directly from Bits Be Trippin', which he's already got one, tested this out. His fans were not able to spool up faster than the idle. So he's kind of putting his off to the side because he doesn't want to damage it in any way, shape, or form. I wouldn't really, if you've got one that doesn't want to spool up on the fans, I'd be leaving it in stock mode. Don't do aggressive gaming with it right off the bat until they've fixed the fan curves on it. Otherwise, it's really good technology. It's not something that, of course, being brand new, I think that they could have gone with different memory. I think that would have helped them out a little bit better, but that's just my own opinion on things. What's your guys' thoughts on this? Is this something that you're going to be getting into? I mean, considering that through AMD, if they've got it available, is $6.99, which looks like it is available. I haven't clicked on anything, but if you go through Newegg, they're out of stock on them, and if all else fails, you can pay the eBay premium and get raped for $804. It's like, ouch. So, this would be something that I'd be definitely looking back and trying to find it at the $699 plus shipping, see if I can get it directly from them. But that's just me. I would definitely wait, but what would you guys do? What's your thoughts? What's your opinions on this? Drop comments in down below. And while you're down there, definitely smash that lizardy like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, share these videos with everybody. That definitely helps me out. And like always, I will see you guys on the next one.